I started my second day in Egypt by going on a tour that I had booked with 3 other people in our group. Our first stop of the day was the Mosque and Madrassa of the Sultan Hassan and the Mosque of Al-Refaei. As with any mosque, it's common courtesy to remove your footwear before you enter. Most places have a little cubby area that you can store them in until you come out. The floor of the central courtyard is covered in marble mosaics that have been there since restoration in 1912. In the middle is a fountain used to wash for prayer. Located just past the main area of prayer is the mausoleum. The cenotaph at the middle of the space dates back to 1384. The Sultan Hassan was never actually buried there because his body was never found after he was killed. Located directly across was the Mosque of Al-Refaei. This mosque was built in 2 phases from 1869 to 1912. While a section of the mosque is dedicated to prayer, another is reserved for the royal mausoleum of Muhammad Ali's family. The mosque served briefly as the resting place for the Reza Shah of Iran, who died while he was in exile. While I don't think these rooms are typically open to the public, our tour guide Ahmed was able to get the rooms unlocked for us. We hopped back in our van, made a quick pit stop for sugarcane juice, and then made our way to Old Cairo. The Church of St. Sergius and Bacchus is one of the oldest Coptic churches in Egypt and dates back to the 4th century. The church has been burned and restored many times, with the last restoration taking place in 2000. It is believed the Holy Family, Joseph, Mary, and the infant Jesus Christ, rested here in the cave at the end of their journey to Egypt. The second church we visited was named the Hanging Church. This church was probably built around 690 to 692. The church is named for its location above a gatehouse of Babylon Fortress, a Roman fortress in Old Cairo. The church is among the earliest churches in Cairo, competing only with the St. Sergius and Bacchus church that we visited previously. Before heading back, we stopped for a quick lunch at a roadside restaurant. Alex and I needed to get our hockey gear, so we made a quick stop back to the hotel, grabbed everything, and then took an Uber to the ice rink. The ice rink we were playing at was located inside the Janina Mall in Nasser City. Because the ice rink was located inside a mall, there was no locker rooms, so our changing area was inside a storage room. It wasn't big, but we made do. Egypt doesn't have a regulation size ice rink, so the one that we played on was about half the length and half the width, enough to play 3-on-3.
Okay, just so you guys know, we're going to try and keep this game moving because the miniature's almost here, so we're not going to do whistles. Where's our goalie?
My first game for the day was the Friendship League, where we played Egypt Red. Both the Duster Line team from Detroit and the team from Germany didn't have a goalie, so I ended up playing for 3 teams. My second game for the day was with the Duster Line against Egypt White.
Goalie ready? Goalie ready?
Our teams consisted of a wide variety of talent, from people that have played juniors in college to people that had just been playing for 1 year.
Keep it moving.
Because we weren't playing in a typical climate-controlled arena, it got extremely hot in the mall and on the ice.
Alright, quick drop over here, guys.
Initially, our team struggled with the different dimensions of the ice rink, but as the tournament went on, we adjusted.
Confused. I almost called interference there because of the jersey difference.
As a goalie, it was difficult staying in position without a crease or the normal lines on the ice. The more I played though, the easier it got.
Alright, give him room, give him room. Keep it moving, 10 seconds, guys, let's go. 5 seconds.
Instead of playing 3 periods, our games were 2 halves. During intermission, we were able to get off the ice and get some much needed water.
Use it. Alright. Goalie ready? Goalie ready? Go block. Ready. Nice save! Give him room! Back up! Back it up! Nice save! Give him room! Back!
Any kind of sports game?
2 games through it.
Nothing?
They didn't go so well. Team Egypt is a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
It wasn't so
Holy
bad.
cow. Is that when we played the first time? Did we play Team Red? I think we played Team Red first. Didn't we for the Friendship League or no? Yeah, okay. So I already played them. They were good. Holy cow. Oh, I'm dying. I play a 3rd game at 10.
After my 2nd game finished, it was time for the main event of the night, which was the opening ceremonies, and then Egypt White versus Egypt Red. After my 3rd game of the night, where the Friendship League played Egypt Black, we met for dinner at Munch. Food here was a little Americanized, but still tasty. I ordered the platter, which had spring rolls, mozzarella sticks, fried mushrooms, and chicken strips. I also ordered the bacon cheeseburger, which comes with chicken instead of beef. After we finished eating, we got on the bus back to the hotel and got a good night's sleep to prepare for our next day of sightseeing and another day of hockey. Coming up next on part 3 of my trip to Egypt.